Today we're going to learn about fraction word problem. Now, let's say we have a problem, like Linda and Jim spent a total of $800 while shopping. 1/3 of what Linda spent is $75 less than half of what Jim spent. Who spent more money and how much more? Now the problem states that Linda and Jim spent a total of $800. So, the total spent, T for total, S for spent, is equal to $800. Now the problem states that 1/3 of what Linda spent is $75 less than half of what Jim spent. So we can see that there is a fraction here, 1/3. Now we know that in a fraction, the denominator is the whole. So 3 is the whole. So Linda spent 3 units of money. So Linda spent, L for Linda, S for spent, is equal to 3 units of money. We can also see another fraction in this problem. It is half. Now we can see that 2 is the denominator here. So 2 is the whole. So this means that Jim spent 2 boxes of money. So Jim spent, J for Jim, S for spent, is equal to 2 boxes of money. Now, let's go over this part of the problem again. 1/3 of what Linda spent is $75 less than half of what Jim spent. So 1/3 of 3 units is unit. So unit plus $75 is equal to half of what Jim spent, which is half of 2 units, which is unit. So unit plus 7, which is a box. So unit plus 75 is equal to 1 box. So 1 box is equal to unit plus 75. So 2 boxes is equal to 2 units plus 75 times 2 is equal to 150. So Jim spent 2 units plus 150. Now we know that the total spent, T for total, S for spent, is equal to $800. The total spent is also equal to 3 units plus 2 units plus 150. 3 units plus 2 units plus 150. Now, let's restate this expression. 3 units plus 2 units is 5 units plus 150 is equal to the total spent, which is equal to $800. Now let's get the variables on one side and the numbers on the other side. To do this, we have to get rid of 150 from this side of this equation. To do that, we have to subtract 150 from both sides of this equation. Because whatever you do on one side of the equation, you do on the other side. So, this is equal to 5 units minus nothing is equal to 5 units. Plus 150 minus 150 cancels out. This is equal to 800 minus 150 is equal to $650. So 5 units is equal to $650. So unit is equal to $130. So unit is equal to $130. Now we need to find out who spent more money and how much more. To do this, we have to first find out how much each person spent. So first let's find out how much Linda spent. Linda spent 3 units. Let's substitute unit for 130 because unit is equal to $130. So it's equal to 3. Instead of unit, it's $130. So 3 times 130 is equal to $390. So Linda spent $390. Now let's find out how much did Jim spend. Jim spent, J for Jim, S for spent, is equal to 2 units is equal to 2 times 130, which is equal to 260, plus $150, which is equal to 260 plus $150 is equal to $410. So we can see that Jim spent more than Linda because Jim spent $410 while Linda only spent $390. So Jim spent Now let's find the difference between $410 and $390. It is equal to $20. So Jim spent $20 more. Jim spent $20 more than Linda. Jim spent $20 more than Linda. So the answer to this question, which is who spent more money and how much more, is Jim spent $20 more than Linda. Today we learned about fraction word problem. Thank you for watching this video.